Saturday.
Well, Eben is...
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry for the late start to the broadcast. We had tentacle difficulties.
Okay, can someone in the Lestat's audience check on a phone or tablet to confirm that the video feed is working?
Remember, there's about a 45-second to minute delay, so it may not show up right away.
The link for the video feed is in the Facebook event page.
It's just youtube.com/user/evanbrooks/live.
If you are wanting to type that in, yes.
Wow.
So can anyone confirm that it's actually running?
There we go.
All right. I should do that too. We have that wonderful combo of heat and humidity that means the guitars are going out of tune constantly.
Plus, I think I just got a bum batch of strings last time I changed them.
Oh, being in tune is so overrated.
Yeah, just ask Woody Guthrie. All right, welcome to the Comic-Con edition of the Geeky Music Show.
Unfortunately,
I'm sure you'll like my T-shirt for the occasion.
Yeah.
Batthulu Man.
I need a picture of that, please.
So sadly, time-traveling space chimpanzee and brilliant guitarist Clark Chimp could not make it here to play with us tonight, so we had to quickly throw together an extra set, which means I'm doing all three of my Trickster songs tonight.
Hooray!
And we're going to start off with the one for Coyote and all of his cousins, including the Wissacat Jack, who the whites call Whiskey Jack. Hey, wicked old wanderer, with your crazy wisdom and your culture jamming, I've seen you dance with the devil underneath the bloody moon. I've loved your cast-off boys and the girls that you wove out of willow branches, and I'll catch up with you at the next saloon. I've known you by 8 legs and your long and twitchy ears. I've known you by black feathers and the paws that lope through years. Tip back your old red hat and let's have a couple more beers to chase that whiskey jack on down. Hey, tricky old traveler with your monkey's paw and your hand of glory, I've seen your snaky eyes when you roll dead stories' bones. I've loved your broken toys and the girls that you made out of folded paper. God, like you shouldn't have to drink alone. I bet on all your ponies and I lost my heart and shirt, but I want a mercury dime and a pinch of graveyard dirt. Crack another bomb, old friend, for it surely couldn't hurt to chase that whiskey jack on down. I'm a Widdershins Wednesday's child and I'm following Whiskey Jack down. I dress in ribbons and rags and I want to wear a junkyard crown. I have been dancing with misfortune since the day that I was born, and it's got a pretty good beat, so come on, take my hand. Hey, clever old carny man with your rhinestone rubies and your silver dollar, I've seen you playing poker with a deck of stolen memes. I've loved your razor laugh and the marks that you leave on the high and humble. Let's slip out the back, we can get away clean. I wanna lift my glass with the Lord of theft and trickery. Kick up my heels with the king of the crazy and the free. It's a long and crooked road, would you like a little company to chase that whiskey jack on down? I'm a thaumaturge Thursday's child and I'm following Whiskey Jack down. I speak in riddles and lies and I want to wear a junkyard crown. I have been dancing with disorder since the day that I was born, and it's got a pretty good beat, so come on, take my hand. Hey, wicked old wanderer with your monkey's paw and your hand of glory, let's chase that whiskey jack on down. Thank All right, now, as many of you know, I
I did the almost unthinkable, and I filked that song. And this is the version of it that's about the Joker, and it's called The Grinning Joker. Hey, crazy old carny clown with your laughing gas and your acid flower. I've seen you setting fires just to watch the whole world burn. I've fought your many minions in masks that you're made out of moldy corpses, but we both know this isn't their concern. I've known you by your cackle and by other people's smiles. I've known your trail of bodies as it stretches out for miles. And I know the hand that you're holding despite all your denials. When you lay that grinning joker down. Hey, hoary old hired gun with your short fuse and your long revolver. You asked if I danced with the devil underneath the pale moonlight. The street lamps gleamed from the puddles and the pearls as they fell from a mother's necklace. And in that moment I became the night. I know I'm part of the reason that you are what you became. But even if you hadn't fallen, you would still be much the same. Your evil just found an outlet, and I am not to blame. But when you lay that grinning joker down, you're the you're the crazy clown prince of crime, and you're playing that grinning fool card. You think it's all fun and games when you leave the world black and charred. You have been betting on disorder since the day you lost and won, but it's time to lay him face up, so show your bloody hand. Hey, lunatic laughing man with your jack of clubs and your ace of razors. You think you're playing poker, but you're shy of half a deck. I read your every tell in your twitching eyes and your rictus mortis, and I'll call your bluff before you even check. I know, I bet my life on knowing how to counter every play. I win each time I save another that you try to take away. And I go to bed every morning knowing there's no other way. When you lay that grinning joker down, you're the Harlequin hatchet man, and you're playing that grinning fool card. You revel in blood and fire, and you leave the world black and charred. You have been betting on disorder since the day you lost and won, but it's time to lay him face up, so show your bloody hand. Hey, crazy old carny clown with your jack of clubs and your ace of razors, just lay that grinning joker down. Remember what I said about a bum set of strings?
Well, we can swap mine back and forth. Would you be willing to restring it?
I can do it.
Thank you, sweetie. Erg.
You don't get set of strings.
I owe you a set of... Here, take these blue steels.
Are those the same brand as the ones you got on there now?
No. Believe it or not, the ones I have on there now are Martin's.
Okay.
All right, well. Hello? Okay.
String?
Yeah, I broke a string, so...
You got a spare?
Yeah, we're restringing now.
Yeah, I can change it.
This next song is also from inspired by a comic book, by the same publisher, in fact. This is inspired by Desire of the Endless, as created by Neil Gaiman, for his many years long and wonderful run on The Sandman.
Okay, let's see if I can get through the whole song without going out of tune.
This is the Queen of All Deceivers.
Last call in the house of dreams. Won't you take a little false fire for the road? It burns so sweetly going down. Heading home across the water. You don't know you're carrying a heavy load. If you slide under, you might drown. That light's not leading you to harbor. You're sailing through a fever. It's the moon's reflection on the water. She is the queen of all deceivers. For a sinner's candy heart, for a dragon valentine, for the lips of a woman who burned herself on beauty. Would you forget your part, miss your cue and go up on your lines? Would you live life derelict of duty? That song's not calling you to harbor. You're listening to a fever. It's the voice of the king of Elfland's daughter. She is the queen of all deceivers. And your ship gets carried in the wake when her vessel of stars and thorns is leaving. You can try redeeming her with sacrifice, but she will always be deceiving. Like a face you can't forget, she slides beneath your secret skin, and you open your heart and she drags you under. She's not done playing with you yet. She knows just how to pull you in. She baits the hook with a taste of wonder. That flag's not signaling a harbor. It's the color of a fever. She is the undertow that pulls you deeper. She is the queen of all deceivers. And she wants to wear your heart in chains. She wants to know you cannot leave her. For she loves the taste of human pain. The lady is a bold deceiver. Last call in the house of dreams. Won't you take a little false fire for the road? It burns so sweetly going down.
That was uber fast. Thank you. Wow. Everyone, applause for my sweetie, Terry.
Well, you got to introduce my last song, so I'll introduce this one.
Thank you.
This is inspired by Roger Zelazny's Amber novels, particularly the scene where Prince Corwin is trying...
We skipped a couple here.
Did we?
Where's King of Nutramare?
Oh, I'm sorry. There it is, and actually... are you-
Watchtower isn't in here. Let's skip it.
Okay, fine.
Never mind. So this is one that I wrote, but I don't play. This back in the when rocks were soft and the moon was misty, and we had a Celtic folk band called the Wild Oats. I was trying to write stuff that was appropriate for us to play at our reenactment events, and so this is about Robin Hood and King Richard at war in the Crusader kingdoms over the sea, the land they called Outremer. And this is on Eben's album Heroes, which is for sale.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Three kingsmen rode in the bonny green wood, and we thought them three too many, oh, so we shot them down and stripped their pockets of every silver penny, oh. Three kingsmen were a meager hunt, in a week's time we had plenty, oh. 100 soldiers came to call, and we were but 4 and 20, oh. The crown be damned and the throne be damned, and damn him who sits there. My heart belongs to a finer king who rides in Outremer. The winter it comes fierce and lean, and it struck the house of Willie-O. He shot down one of the king's own deer to fill 6 empty bellies, oh. The king's men would have hanged him high, but we rode in wild and angry, oh. The king's deer are for the king's own sport, but the king has never gone hungry, oh. The crown be damned and the throne be damned, and damn him who keeps them. My heart belongs to a finer king at war in Jerusalem. Many's the house has been laid bare to fill the king's own coffers, oh. The tax they cannot pay in gold, they pay in land and daughters, oh. One lass of a fallen house was sold to a lord in the king's high favor, oh. We stormed the kirk with fire and steel from a loveless bed to save her, oh. Damn the false prince on the throne and the royal mess he's made. My heart belongs to a finer king who rides on the high crusade. The crown be damned and the throne be damned, and damn him who sits there. My heart belongs to a finer king who rides in Outremer. After I've been retuned,
And to just drive a nail into the reputation of that last set of strings, these strings are already staying in tune better, and they are brand freaking new.
These are D'Addarios, by the way. I recommend them.
D'Addario strings are very good.
So, this next one was inspired by Roger Zelazny's Amber novels. In particular, the scene where Corwin of Amber is creating a new pattern and reminiscing about his days in turn-of-the-century Paris. Which album is this one on?
Mirrors.
This, yeah, and this is Champs-Élysées.
Flowers and the candles in the night. All along the streets of Paris, all the trees were blooming white, and we walked down the Champs-Élysées to the gypsy violins, a sea of pretty faces and a memory of sin and coming home. The setting was full of stars at night, remembering the rain, champagne and pretty faces, and the chestnut blossoms foam against the sky. walks along the open roads, a taste of apple wine. In the morning light, a white rose gleaming silvery like mine. And the music heard through open doors, cafes and dens of smoke. The bar beneath the music hall, where fights broke out like clockwork, telling time. My bloodied hands were bandaged by a girl who brought me home. We loved the lonely night away, where the chestnut blossoms foam against the sky. Yvette's and Mimi's and Simone's and I, their handsome prince. Life was precious to me then, as it never has been since. And I walked these twisting pathways, tracing footsteps into stone, remembering a happy time when I was not alone as I am now. When we walked down the Champs-Élysées to the gypsy violins, champagne and pretty faces, and the chestnut blossoms foam against the sky. Thank you. What Allison failed to mention is that she actually co-wrote that one.
Did I? It's been a long time.
Yes, you actually...
Have lint
Oh.
stuck to you. That is not good.
Yeah, you actually came up with the initial idea and the first few lines, and then I ran with it.
I have no memory of this. Well, he wrote it like, what, 25 years ago?
24 years ago. 1994.
Where does the time go?
Yeah, I know.
Same place your socks go.
What, that other dimension that...
Yeah.
That we don't talk about.
No, the time gets sucked into the alternate dimension and it sends back songs about their traditional folklore over there.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
That's how I got Leaf and Scale and White as an Eggshell, White as a Bone.
Right.
Now, this one comes out of an interview with Alan Moore. And by the way, we do have a theme going tonight, which is Tales and Storytellers, in which he said you have to be careful of the metaphors that you are surrounded with, because they can trap you. And this is called New Bread. If your body is a cage, then you must be a bird or a prisoner. If your heart commits treason, you must be a country or king. Well, I live in a church with no locks on its doors. It's got blessings and prayers, but no holy wars. I would give you this faith, but you can't hand out faith like a thing. If your love is a ball and a chain, then you must be a criminal. If your house is a war zone, you must be a nation at war. My love on the hearth rises up like new bread. I'm at peace with the quick and at peace with the dead. I would give you this peace, but you wouldn't know what it was for. If you're winning the rat race, you're still a damn rat. But nowhere is it written that you've got to be that. You can find your way out of the maze. Look up, look up, look up. If the world's dog eat dog, then you must be a killer or dinner. If your life is a game, then for you to win, I have to lose. would give you this hope, but you're frightened of having to choose. With your nose to the grindstone, you're spiting your face, and you're blind to a world full of infinite grace. You can let go and learn how to fly. Look up, look up, look up. If you look at reality close enough, everything's dancing. There's a light that will never go out at the heart of the world.
Quick reminder, if you didn't do so on your way in, please put something in the brown jar. This is a pay-what-you-can show because that is now the only way that Louis gets paid for doing what he does for us. And so we want to make sure that he gets paid very well so that he does his job very well. Because, as you know, he has his finger on the suck button, and so far he has chosen not to press it.
All right.
This is a song written by a man named James Infantino, who is the nephew of the artist Carmine Infantino, who was the co-creator of the Silver Age Flash. And this is a song about the Flash. It's called The Ballad of Barry Allen. I got time to think about the beauty of 1,000 variations of the beating of a wing, of a hummingbird suspended in the aspic of the world, moving slower than molasses as I rush to catch the girl who's falling off a bridge, and I'm there before she knows it. I'll be gone before she sees me. I got my hands around her waist and I pull her back to safety. By the time she knows what's happened, there'll be someone else who needs me, 'cause time keeps dragging on and on and on and on. I got time to think about my past as I dodge between the bullets, and life was so exciting before I got this way. And how long ago that was now, I never can explain, by the clock that's on the tower or the one that's in my brain. And I'm there before you know it, I'll be gone before you see me. And I'd like to get to know you, but you're talking much too slowly. And I know you'd like to thank me, but I never stick around, 'cause time keeps dragging on and on and on. And you say the time goes rushing by, but it seems so slow to me. And you see this blur around you fly, but it takes too long and seems so slow to me. I wish I'd never gone into my lab to experiment that night, before lightning flashed around me and time changed speed. Now I gotta try to be so patient till calamity will strike, 'cause when things change in an instant, it's almost fast enough for me. And I'm there before you know it, I'll be gone before you see me. Do you think you can imagine anything so lonely? And I know you'd really like me, but I never stick around, 'cause time keeps dragging on and on and on. but it seems so slow to me. And you see this blur around you fly, but it takes too long and seems so slow. And you say the time goes rushing by, but it seems so slow to me. And you say I'm gone before you can blink your eye, but it takes too long and seems so slow. And you say the time that it goes rushing by, but it seems so slow to me. And I wanna be there while you laugh or cry, but it takes too long and seems so slow to me. Seems so slow to me. Time keeps dragging on and on and on. Thank you. Okay, now, because we had arranged this show in 3 sets in order to give Clark Chimp 1, well, this show is still arranged in 3 sets. So this is the last song of the first set. We will take a short break and start the second set approximately 10 minutes after this song is over. So we welcome you to get up, go next door, get more ice water, more cold drinks, more whatever to keep yourself comfortable and hydrated.
'Cause it's a freaking oven in here.
Yes.
Okay, well, we started the set with one of my Trickster songs, and we're going to end it with another. You've all encountered many versions of the tale where someone goes down to the crossroads at midnight to make a deal with the man in the black suit. That's how Robert Johnson got so good at blues guitar. And it's my theory that when somebody does this, a little bell rings in the place where a bunch of old gods are playing poker. And they decide who gets to cosplay as the devil and go make the deal. This guy just wants to get laid, Pan, you're up. Ooh, this woman wants clever and hilarious revenge on her enemies. Coyote? Yeah, she's got African ancestry. I'll let Anansi take this one. And in Gordon White's book, The Chaos Protocols on Chaos Magic, he has a chapter about deals with the devil. And he says, many nominally Christian cultures have long pre-Christian folklore about this trickster figure, the old man who's so wise because he's been around for so long, and who is not, in charge of hell and damned souls at all. And this is for him, it's called Trick of the Dark. Trick of the dark, trick of the light. I say let's dance, not let's fight. Going down to the crossroads Saturday night with a book and a hopeful heart. Wine and whiskey, bread and salt. Pay the old man and don't default. There's plenty of names that he's been called, and he knows how to play his part. One day early and an extra buck. If I buy your drinks, will you bring me luck? Oh, tricky man, let's do business like old friends. There's plenty of rules that we've been taught, but it ain't cheating if you don't get caught. Hang for a little or hang for a lot, well, you might as well push it hard. I wanna play life on easy mode. Let's make a deal, let's crack that code, and I'll drive this bargain down the road and park it in the old man's yard. One day early and an extra buck. If I buy your drinks, will you bring me luck? Oh, tricky man, let's do business like old friends. He's no fallen angel and he runs no torture camp, though plenty of folks would tar him with that brush. He's been around since rocks were soft and he knows the stars by name. He's a wise man and a trickster and a lush. Gold and silver folding green, what lies beneath, what goes between. There's plenty of things the old man's seen that he'll tell if you ask him right. So always mind what the old man said and pour out whiskey for the family dead, with a golden halo on a hound dog's head at the crossroads Saturday night. One day early and an extra buck. If I buy your drinks, will you bring me luck? Oh, tricky man, let's do business like old friends. 5 and 6 and a royal flush, I'll cover the tab for the wise old lush. Hey, tricky man, let's like old friends.
Thank you all very much. We're taking a short break. We'll be back in about 5 to 7 minutes. See you then.
If you could get
Leaf and scale.
our water here filled, that would be awesome.
The last set is the stuff that we haven't had a chance to rehearse. You might want to just sit down now.
He's gonna go get your water. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very, very nice. I was gonna say for a second that probably makes the face like a slender girl. Because I was gonna say, wow, good on him for cosplaying a cat. Oh no, wait, no, that is a her. Okay.
Yes, it's very much her.
Yeah, but at first glance, it looked like a boy, and I was like, oh, we've got a boy cosplaying as Captain Marvel. That's awesome. Oh no, wait, it is a girl. Okay, never mind. But still, awesome.
I know.
Oh yes. You're looking good. Damn. Wow. Either I haven't been paying attention or, like, this happened very recently. I love your shirt, by the way. That is awesome.
Yesterday.
That is awesome.
And I have a picture with Darth Vader and Princess Leia.
Oh, fantastic. Whiskey Jack, that one has not yet been recorded.
Okay, yeah. It's just funny because I don't know if I've heard you guys play before, but I'm like, why is this song sound familiar? And then you check it out, I'm like, that's why.
Yeah, because of Grinning Joker. Not on the next album we're doing, but on the one after that, which is going to be another Allison's next solo album. We will definitely have Whiskey Jack on that album.
No, there's usually has her name.
You're the best part about it also is that if you're a superhero,
Another
you're
Asian
super
Carter.
You can just think about it, roll it around, but roll it.
And then one of the other kids, the other kid is dressed as Hulk.
Nice!
And as I'm walking back to the
No, those are like
and her brother, we've only learned to make three of mother and daughter. Little girl
Thank you, Louis, for the sound balance. It's apparently very good tonight.
I don't know if it's more.
Oh, nice.
The mom is dressed as
Ooh.
and the grandmother is dressed as
Nice!
I finally had a job keeping ages.
Brilliant.
Like,
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, and that reminds me of that one, I think it was a father-daughter cosplay team where he dressed his daughter up as Rocket and had her on his shoulder and he was dressed as Groot.
oh, that's what I said.
That was like 2-3 years ago.
What do you think you got me expected?
It was the Comic-Con after the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out. That would have been
I've been working on this piece for like a week now.
14 or 15? 15.
And I saw myself going through like
No! I mean, throw you
Nice.
outside. You know, the fenestration, like from here, I would just throw you. No defenestration. Don't, like, you're.
First floor, I think. Tomorrow I need to work from first floor.
I thought record anything that has a window.
Days open. You see a window?
Monday.
Oh, okay. But what's the point of putting out a window next to the door?
It makes it from here, I would just out there. That's how like angry.
That leaves.
It's a horizontal defenestration.
And don't forget to
Give me time to get the video rolling first.
Yes.
Joy,
Sorry, throwing.
Joy, Tuesday night, game.
This Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, just remind me. Because we know Brent's gonna send that email tomorrow.
Well, yes.
Listen, I'll look on my drive.
What did you expect from Brent?
Yeah,
You know,
beans are open.
I've
Or roasted and cold.
You know, after,
Well, yeah,
even though I
these were at
give
least,
birth
like,
to him, I still never know what to expect.
My roommate has a
Right.
It was like,
coffee maker
I-
on after he
What's
makes a
this,
pot of
Brent?
coffee. I once
We're
woke up to a
not
pot of coffee that had
exactly
been
happy
cooking
with
for
each
so
other
long,
right
and I
now,
poured it
so-
out, it stained
drove
the
from home
sink.
and wearing
You know, it's some of that same.
I dropped out
Like, I
of
like my
the
coffee a little less chewy, thank
Our
you.
power
You know, it's some of that
like
same
building up the
personal
barn,
vibe.
into our office, in the direct
Ah!
right? It just blew up.
There were a few reasons.
Back then, you know, mini
Namely,
computer.
I said that, I told that story to a friend of mine online, and she responded, yes, coffee that goes thunk.
40 megabytes
as a
per
storyteller,
second.
he has done it to me multiple times. It's starting to piss me off.
He likes forcing major character changes on his characters. That is a really bad game style.
Because he is very insistent that my character and Xander's
I
character
can imagine what it was like, yeah.
were the only two non-people in the party.
I was like, yeah.
I don't want to play Demon. I don't actually like
Yeah, there you go.
I only wanted to play because everybody
Yeah,
else
there's
was.
not that.
That, and I realized that there's an entire type in Demon that actually triggers me.
Yeah. No, I've heard about
Okay, I
That's
must
my
have
other
read
reason,
that.
and now Amber
No, I,
and her husband are mad at me.
my cousin's house, sorry, yes. Brandon went for a doctor's appointment.
There's a show company that's just like fucking gaming.
Joe was understandably,
All right.
there was a
Time to start
misunderstanding of
again.
what she was
He
intending,
was sick.
but he felt, but the way he took her upset,
Teacher, boss.
set him off.
She had 2 rabbits.
So it's kind of just a cluster.
Oh, sorry, I actually.
It's
Okay,
like,
no,
absolutely,
this last
you know, like the way it set him off is absolutely not what she
show up.
meant, but
It
Either
could
way-
have literally been anyone playing that particular type of demon.
I didn't even touch it. You
That
know, like,
would
I'm like,
set me
I'm
off.
the angel of death, but it's just my presence
felt
amongst
like
the rabbits.
it's being considered a certain way, you know. Yeah. It sets you off, it sets you off.
Because Amber wouldn't stop digging to try and find the other
I
reason.
forgot about
I
that.
wouldn't have ever said anything about it if she hadn't kept trying.
Yeah, you
I would have just written it off as Brent's being too railroady and I'm sick of it. Because he did it to me in Cyberpunk.
All right. So this is a traditional folk song
From another universe.
It's about the daughter of an oak tree and a snake who marries death. It's called Leaf and Scale. Father was an oak in the velvet green. Mother was a snake who crept unseen. They married by the light of the harvest moon. They married in a circle of standing stones. Fang and scale met leaf and vine. They lit the candles, drank the wine. And witnessed by the moon, they vowed to love forever after. And out of willow twigs and moss, and sparks of fire and flakes of frost, they wove a bonny daughter, and they raised her up with laughter. Dream, dream in the moon-drunk wood, someday she'll leave their hearth for good. Down below the roots and stones, the girl will venture under. Laugh, laugh in the heart of the wild, it's a crooked road home for the serpent's child. And a fool and a wise man roll the bonds, for who shall guard her slumber? Death came to the greenwood fair, and he wept and sighed as he walked there. Oh, who will warm my lonely bed on the far side of the water? The moss-born maiden heard him sigh, and his handsome face had caught her eye, and his loneliness had moved her heart. I will, said the oak tree's daughter. Love, love in the moon-drunk wood, she'll leave the sunlit lands for good. Down below below the roots and stones the girl will travel under. Dance, dance in the heart of the wild. It's a crooked road home for the serpent's child. And a fool and a wise man roll the bones, for who shall guard her slumber? He took her hands and he danced her around. They spun between sky and ground. Once for love and twice for luck and thrice for joy and sorrow. She spun the song threads bright and loud and wove herself a burial shroud. And it looked just like a wedding veil, for she'd married death on the morrow. Weave, weave in the moon-drunk wood, the pact's been signed and understood. Down below the roots and stones, the bride she will go under. Wed, wed in the heart of the wild, it's a crooked road home for the oak tree's child. And a fool and a wise man roll the bones, for who shall guard her slumber? She was the daughter of a leaf and scale. He was the lord of the cold and pale. They married by the light of the harvest moon. They married in a circle of standing stones.
So this song was inspired by a 12-part Kindle serial, one of the first that was made available by Amazon, called Indexing by Seanan McGuire. And it's called Indexing because one of the MacGuffins, well, not necessarily a MacGuffin, but one of the principal objects in this story is an index of fairy tale tropes and their correspondences. And the people in this story use that as their field manual because their job is to make sure that the fairy tales don't invade the real world and start effing things up.
Because these tropes are just lurking under the surface. If your mother dies and you have a brother close to your age and your dad marries a new woman, one day she might suddenly feel the need to dump you and your brother somewhere where you can't find your way home. Can't explain why she needed to do that, it just came up. So the right patterns of people and families make a little gateway for this stuff to come in and take people over.
This is called Deadly Ever After. Hush, little darling, be glad you're alive. Your sister is busily sharpening knives, and your daddy's new widow is a monster on treads. Come with me or else soon you'll be dead. I'm not much to look at least in good light. The shape is just fine, but the color's a fright. And I know I might scare you, but trust me, my dear, it's the story, not me, you should fear. And the tale marches on, searching for ever after, not happy at all. Put an S on that laughter, the narrative couldn't care less who it kills by the by. When it's already written, the scene where you died, but the head taker's axe is turned roughly aside by the piper, the fighter, the builder, the killer, and I. It's the story, not you, that will die. It's a gingerbread house in a nestle of trees. Why isn't it covered with ants, flies, and bees? There's a fire on the hearth and a pot full of stew. The ingredient missing is you. Don't give me your lip, boy, it's not gonna fly. There are laws that the world will not let you defy. Though it's true, I admit that you'd never grow old, but the landing would leave you quite cold. And the tale marches on, searching for ever after, not happy at all. Put an S on that laughter. The narrative couldn't care less who it kills by the by. When it's already written, the scene where you died, but the head taker's axe is turned roughly aside by the piper, the fighter, the builder, the killer, and I. It's the story, not you, that will die. We each barely escaped from the clutches of fables, which makes us uniquely equipped to disable them. But there are still dangers with which we must grapple. So whatever you do, don't give me that apple. God damn it, I'm sleeping. I can't break this spell. So I'll have to rely on the sister from hell, who will borrow a tale from the cat down the hall. Just the villain to rescue us all. And the tale marches on, searching forever after, not happy at all. Put an S on that laughter. The narrative couldn't care less who it kills by the by. When it's already written, the scene where you died, but the head taker's axe is turned roughly aside by the piper, the fighter, the builder, the killer, and I. It's the story, not you, that will die. And this is a song about a vampire who hunts other vampires.
This does not mean her relationships with humans are necessarily good. This is about the anti-heroine of Nancy Collins' novels Sunglasses After Dark, In the Blood, and Paint It Black, Sonia Blue. It's a question of a predator and a matter of sheep. It's the power of the secret whore you pray to from the edge of sleep. Did you call me too demanding when you felt the cartilage crack? I have a little understanding with the monkey on my back. You look at me with fear and wonder as if you've never been here before. You don't know much about hunger, do you, little herbivore? It's a question of a sacrament and a matter of a Jones. It's a hunger so intense it'll take the flesh right off your bones. Can you taste hot metal in your mouth? Are you looking for the exit door? My human side might let you out, but she's not here anymore. You're trying to fight the truth as if you ever had the chance. Nature's red in claw and tooth. Now take your place for the old dance. It's a question of a carnivore and a matter of meat. It's the place where the tissue tore and is finding that sensation sweet. Do you think it's frightening? Does it fit you like a key to a lock? Don't go kissing lightning if you can't take a mouthful of shock. You're trying to fight the pain as if you've never been here before. You don't know much about the food chain, do you, little herbivore? And here is a rewrite of an old traditional ballad called Epimori, but a woman who is kidnapped and they try to force her into marriage, and that does not go well for them.
No, but this song is about something else that doesn't go well for the boys.
Who try to pull bullshit.
Yeah. Also inspired by Sean McGuire, but this time by a blog post.
This is called Geeky Girls.
420 geeky girls went to the Comic-Con for to hang out with their geeky friends with sexy costumes on, But then out came the griefers, stared daggers at their breasts. They said these can't be real geek girls, we'll put them to the test. Hie away from me, griefers, hie away from me. There's nay a man at Comic-Con who's got more right than me, They've taken in the dealer's room and posed for photographs, but griefer one with ribbons on, he starts to point and laugh, Your costume's from an anime you haven't ever seen. It's too obscure for you, I'm sure, unless you're Japanese. Hie away from me, griefer, hie away from me. Who gives a damn who's more the fan? I've naught to prove to thee, They've taken in the panels for their favorite shows and games, but Griefer too is turning blue. His eyes are all aflame, his eyes are all aflame. How dare you violate this space with your cleavage and your skin? I've half a mind to go and find who let you posers in, who let you posers in. High away from me, Griefer, high away from me. If you had ought to show off, you'd be flaunting it like me, be flaunting it like me. At masquerades and parties, they surely had a blast, and lively conversations with fellow enthusiasts, fellow enthusiasts. There's no such thing as fake geek girls, there's only real dicks. Don't let their sort derail your sport, but only tell them this, but only tell them this. High away from me, Griefers, high away from me. There's nae a man at any con who's got more right than me, who's got more right than me. Pester me no more, Griefers, take it like a man, and leave me to my fandom, a geek girl as I am, a geek girl as I am. Pester me no more, Griefers, take it like a man, and leave me to my fandom, a geek girl as I am, a geek girl as I am. Pester me no more, Griefers, take it like a man, and leave me to my fandom, a geek girl as I am, a geek girl as I am. There's an awful lot of Sean and McGuire in this set.
There is. This one is about the research that she did, or really inspired by the research that she did for her News Flesh zombie series under the pen name of Mira Grant. I'm amused that Eben's zombie song is the parody of the Beastie Boys' Girls, brains.
Brains. All we really want is brains.
And mine is this haunting melody in a minor key called Patient Zero. Under the microscope, it's beautiful, we must admit. It is the end of hope, and there is no denying it. And if it spreads as math suggests, we'll all be going there. And then what meat we'll have to eat, I do not know or care. How patient Zero must have wondered what to do when she first felt the hunger breaking through. It's spreading fast, I hear we're losing cities every day. And when the last of us has felt our reason slip away, how long till every sign of habitation's ground to dust, and quiet whimpers of starvation all that's left of us? How patient Zero must have wondered what to do when she first felt the hunger breaking through. Was this intentional, some weapon for a final war? Or did the hand of nature finally rise to close the door? And in some future world, what other minds might then arise? And then what virus might evolve to cut them down to size? How patient Zero must have wondered what to do when she first felt the hunger breaking through. How patient Zero must have, patient Zero, hungry, hungry. Oh, dancer.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna sit down for a minute, because dang.
All right. Back in 1990, when the cyberpunk literary movement was at its height, this was a literary movement that was born, lived, and died with William Gibson's trilogy of cyberpunk novels. Other people tried to write cyberpunk, and some arguably did it better, but it was like a 3-year thing, and that was about it. Well, I was into it at that time, so I wrote a little cyberpunk ballad. And it's funny how I envisioned the future. Artificial arms, legs, neural implants, but still landlines. Ring, a simple upright, glance at the clock, it's after midnight, I grab the phone, where are you, dancer, a dial tone, is how I'm answered, I set it down, my hand is shaking, metallic nerves, stretched out and breaking, a wired eye that sees the future, no standing by, I must pursue her, and it seems that I've been running from a hologram, and I'm chasing nothing more than specks of light, and I'm living in the dust of every other man, and the dancer keeps on dancing out of sight. Drive, streets unfamiliar, chip in the maps, address peculiar, step through the door, the technomancer, 10,000 more, if you can find the dancer, he coils in, crosses the border, caught in the net of internal order. I hear a scream, his skin is burning, locked in his dream, achieved his yearning, and it seems that I've been running from a hologram, and I'm chasing nothing more than specks of light, and I'm living in an analog of Vietnam, and the dancer keeps on dancing out of sight. Run, misunderstanding, avoid pursuit, rewrite the ending, retract the clause that allows for dancing. How many hearts have you been entrancing? 'Cause it seems that I've been running from a hologram, and I'm chasing nothing more than bits of light, and I'm following a trail left by the slaughtered lamb, where the dancer goes on dancing out of sight. Thank you.
Oh, that broke up the new strings.
Yes, it did. Didn't break the new strings, thank goodness.
I am very happy because in this show, Allison is playing my two favorite songs of hers. This one, well, previously we played Queen of All Deceivers, and now we're going to do this one, which is another one inspired by Sandman. but by a different character. This is Pilgrimage Road.
It's actually partly from Sandman and partly from the Dreaming, a spin-off comic that he helped get started. In that one, it turns out that Cain and Abel had sisters, and one of them is still around. And she talks about her experience. And the element that comes from Sandman comes from the goddess Inanna, who dies explosively in Sandman. Anyway, let me get this tuned up. And the bridge has references to a poem by Robert Anton Wilson that some of you might recognize. This is Pilgrimage Road. I'm following a trail of bloody footprints down a pilgrimage road that's paved in bone, and they fit my feet exactly just as though they were my own. When a woman is hurting past her power to express, the men around her like to tell her that she's just insane, because their world would crack if they recognized the measure of her pain. I'm stealing my body back, grain by grain, from hateful lovers and dishonorable thieves. There is a power on the other side of pain that still believes. That still believes. I've been the vessel men break into out of hunger. I've been the vessel men break open out of hate. And though they weigh me down with sorrows, I continue standing straight. I am as ugly as the honest fucking dirt beneath your feet, but I contain all the beauty of the day, and I am building something nobody can ever take away. I'm stealing my story back, line by line, from the deceivers and the men with bloody hands. There is a power on the other side of pain that understands. That understands. Out of the ache of my defiance, there comes a truth much stronger than the truth of death. And I am just that force's instrument of breath and flesh and blood and bone, and stolen fire and things that a man can never own, beneath the roots of gods and cities, curled like a sleeping child at the heart of the world. The serpent's daughter knows the scar at the center of each pearl. Back at the source of holy stories, where humans made themselves out of what came before. I was the heat behind the virgin and the light behind the whore. I'm stealing my churches back, stone by stone, from those who tore them down and covered them with shame. There is a power on the other side of pain that knows my name. That knows my name.
And now we're going to sing a Scottish song.
I think you could retitle this one, Carrion, My Wayward Son.
Yeah.
There is a saying, Scotland is not for the squeamish.
There's an American folk song called Two Ravens, and it's grim. This is the Scottish version, Twa Corbies, and it's grimmer. As I was walking all alone, I saw twa corbies making a moan, and one unto the other did say, "Oh, where shall we go and dine today? Oh, where shall we go and dine today?" It's all behind yon fallen dike. I wot I saw a new slain knight, and nae man kens that he lay there, oh, but his hound and his hawk and his lady fair, oh, hound and his hawk and his lady fair. The hound has to the hunting gone, his hawk to bring the wildfowl home, his lady's ta'en another mate, oh, so we can make our dinner sweet, oh, we can make our dinner sweet. I'll sit upon his white breastbone,
and I'll pluck out his bonny blue eye,
and we'll lock of his golden hair, oh, we'll pick our nest when it grows bare, oh, pick our nest when it grows bare. It's many a man for him makes moan, but no one knows where he has gone, through his white bones when they are bare, oh, the wind shall blow forevermore, wind shall blow forevermore. All right, this is the end of our second set. Again, we will take a short break after this song, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the show. And
with a set we had to throw together at the last minute because our other musician couldn't make it. So that one may not be quite as polished.
But hey, it'll be fun because, you know, I grabbed songs that I knew you guys would like. What?
You got all of them?
Okay, I grabbed particular favorites, all right?
Yes! Still a win-win.
Yeah, well, there you go.
That is an excellent point.
Yeah, you better tune. This one's gonna knock him out of tune pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay.
So this comes from my days of White Wolf LARPing. Long, long ago. I've been clean and sober for years now. And you got three major groups of vampires in the White Wolf world, O Darkness TM. The Camarilla, who say we are monsters and that is our tragedy. And the Sabbat, who say we are monsters and that will carry us far. and the Bali who say we are monsters. Booyah. There are sinners who dream of redemption. There are angels who weep with desire. There's that. My tongue just had a cramp. I'm so sorry.
Maybe you shouldn't play it quite so fast.
Yeah, let's try that one slow. There are sinners who dream of redemption. There are angels who weep with desire. Some are baptized with razors and some by immersion in fire. I have tasted the blood of the martyrs and saints on the lips of the queen of all whores. And the things that men worship as pure are covered with sores. And the doctors and priests who refrain from the feast do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean. There is sickness that calls itself evil. There are evils I know to be truth. Occam's razor can't cut them as fine as a sharp enough tooth. And sweeter than innocent blood in the vein is corrosion that eats to the core. What I take from that cup gets me drunker than ever before. And the newly released who still run from the beast do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean. I have danced in the depths of corruption, and I wasn't there under duress. There are deep revelations we reach through the gates of excess. And those who restrain their desires do so, 'cause they've weak enough ones to restrain. They stay ignorant of the transformative power of pain. And the greatest and least of the walking deceased do not understand what I mean when I say that I want what I want because it's unclean.
Thank you.
They warn you about satanic hard rock and heavy metal, and they don't warn you about satanic folk, do they?
No, they really don't. They really don't. I think my metalhead friend in France, Mordecus, would actually really like that song. I'm going to play it for him sometime. Anyway, we will be back in, again, about 5 minutes. So go rehydrate yourselves.
Oh my God. Thank you for sticking with us through this, like, steam bath here.
Sticking, baby.
Realized that they changed out the light of God. I thought the super bright light. Oh, it's gone.
Oh yeah, those keep on and off.
The one that was, the flickery bright one?
Yes, it's not like.
That wasn't the light of God.
He's like something.
Here, I'm gonna leave again.
Stop
that!
It wasn't actually light, it was just a whole fairy.
It's just a little straight.
Yeah, exactly!
Well, let's see.
Awesome.
Again,
Hey,
so
Jimmy,
far,
not you there.
Nice to wait for you.
It was actually a good spot right.
Thank you for having a medical emergency when it would have screwed up the song.
That's true. Let's show first.
Turkey and tomatoes. Oh, you're probably gonna have to get rid of that. Look at the chickens. Had pesto on it. We're gonna have to get rid of the onions and you don't like tomatoes?
Oh, yeah, there's two on here, one on here.
Do you want the lettuce?
But yeah, most of them are on the two keyboard heroes. Although, if you
Pickles?
might
Pickles aren't on this.
radial theater, this is a good album to get.
Alright, give me your play, cause I
A story from beginning to end with narration and everything. 9 music tracks and 8 narrative tracks
my new
that tells a story from beginning to end, about 45 minutes. So that's something to do.
check it, make sure I got the onions on
One
it.
album that my former band, in my humble opinion, produced, alas, before our
Making sure there's no bread off. Yeah, I think I got all of the onions.
Yeah, this is what we need to do. You
Such
need to
good
put a pie on your dish.
Such good tomatoes. It's okay, I'll eat them. Oh, it's okay. I'll take care of it. I will take care of it for you.
Nothing.
And then, did Tanya want some cheese?
Yeah.
Not you! Not you!
He keeps calling me Tanya when I told
Well,
him.
it was actually my brother's idea, actually.
Confuses
He
me
plays
now.
the rhythm guitar.
I never knew what he was talking about.
And the solo was his idea. Well, why didn't instead of just doing the Smells Like
I'm
Teen
looking
Spirit
for
solo,
contact.
you do the Halo theme as the guitar solo, and I'm like,
Who he's talking about?
Sorry.
yeah.
What?
I wrote it,
Okay,
and he
yeah,
tried to
okay.
write it, but he couldn't. So
No.
I ended up
Alright,
having to
anytime
figure
you
out how to
say,
make it.
anytime you say Tanya, I'm just gonna go, who?
If you look at the.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I'm just gonna go, who?
In my digital audio workshop.
You know what
It's
you're
like
supposed to be doing.
pasted together from like 50 different takes.
I like that there's too many.
Right. I'm
Call me Tanya, call me Tanya every time.
When I don't think about it, yeah, I go. The more I use Star, the more
My brother says you want to call me Star because it sounds like
I know, Jesus.
gas.
Dear Indiana, please take your weather back. Love San Diego.
Yes. We announced that at Thanksgiving.
Corn starch are better names.
Yeah.
I know, but.
I don't know, according to the formula, my porn star name is Renee Lestat.
Yeah, I did one of those recently, but I can't remember what my porn star is.
Your porn, well, according to the one
They
that
do the
I
ones
go
where
by.
like they'll do your first initial.
No. It's, yeah, middle name and the street you grew up on, so it's Renee Lestat.
Make one up.
Which street that I go to is one of the ones that I get to know.
Pick the good one.
Hear it.
You can pick one of that.
You pick the best one.
I don't have a middle name.
I mean, I don't know what the name of the street.
Yes.
I guess almost when I was
Don't you think?
Yeah.
You told them?
No.
All I know is
No, because it, no, I just had
So I can make up my middle name.
popped in my head earlier and then a
Stop.
couple days ago, Joy was like,
awesome.
My response was no.
Joy
Thank
is
you. You can have
excessive
something
crazy.
better than Anne or Lynn or Marie.
I don't think it would make a case.
What did you hear?
Oh, yeah, I already. Which I think account for like 70% of all women's middle names.
First thing now is that I'm trying to do it in my head and it's just.
Stop while you're ahead. I was not trying to be funny.
Funny? You can't tell.
I love this. And they can put different kinds of nuts too. There's classically pine nuts. I've seen it done with all nuts. No, I don't. It's some kind of ground up.
No, that's, but to him it's like, man.
Wolf sitting this one out?
Yep.
Okay.
Back when we had the wild oats and were playing Ren fairs and such, we learned a few John Barleycorn songs. Then I wrote my own, This is the Sickle and the Plow. At the gallows and the birthing chair, in battlefield and bed, it's an old and lovely dance we do, all the living and the dead. Your partner may be a corpse or a child, take her hand and take a bow, for the piper has begun to play the sickle and the plow. To the sickle and the plow, me boys, let us raise our tankards high, for before that he can live again, John Barleycorn must die. John Barleycorn must die. There were 3 kings came out of the west in keeping with a vow, and they carried gold and frankincense and a sickle and a plow. And they neither walked nor rode, seeking one who was neither free nor slave, till they came unto John Barleycorn to lay him in his grave. They wedded him to the soft brown earth, and he laid down with his bride. She folded him in her cool dark arms, and in that embrace he died. But the seed he spilled in dying filled the belly of the earth, and the seasons turned and the rain fell down, and she brought his son to birth. To the sickle and the plow, me boys, let us raise our tankards high, for before that he can live again, John Barleycorn must die. John Barleycorn must die. In the image of his father, then he grew up fine and tall, till at last he wore the crown of gold which did amaze them all. In the name of both his parents, then they cut him off at the knee, and they laid his body in a cart, and they took him to the brewery. You may know him by the crook and flail as the lord of all that's born. You may know him by the torches twain and the bull caught by the horns. You may know him hung on a tree and wearing a crown of thorns. Let's raise a glass to toast them all, it's just John Barleycorn. To the sickle and the plow, me boys, let us raise our tankards high, for before that he can live again, John Barleycorn must die. John Barleycorn must die. In the straw below the headsman's block, in the straw behind the barn, everywhere that life is lost or made, there walks John Barleycorn. In his name we drink and fight and love, till at last we must lie down, for we've danced a pretty measure of the sickle and the plow. To the sickle and the plow, me boys, let us raise our tankards high, for before that he can live again, John Barleycorn must die. John Barleycorn must die.
Back in 2007,
When rocks were soft and the moon was
Where
misty.
did my pick go? There it is. You hit it.
No, the book ate it.
You hid my pick.
back in 2007, the Plain White Tees came out with a song that was all the rage at the time, but reflection made people realize it was really kind of creepy stalkerish. But my reaction to it was, these people are dumber than bricks. It's a song about young love.
Dumber than bricks.
So I set out to write a song about young love that at least had some idea of where it was going.
The song, not the young lovers.
This song is called The Hard Way.
The song is aware that the lovers are dumber than bricks.
Yeah. I know it's quite romantic To think that no one's ever felt the way we do. And just because we're young, we might even believe it for a week or two. But there's a reason why our friends all roll their eyes when we go on and on and on. We're boldly going where everyone has gone. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar asset trip, we let all our caution slip away. But we're only cruising for what a billion hearts before broke themselves against like so much clay. 'Cause everyone must learn the hard way. When I first saw you, I thought someone had hit me with a 2x4. I asked you to go with me to the place that everyone is looking for. And though we don't have a clue where the trip will lead us to, 'cause no one's ever drawn the charts, it's almost certain to end with broken hearts. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar acid trip, we let all our caution slip away. Like a human cannonball, we rise high and then we fall. No safety net to bar the way. 'Cause everyone must learn the hard way. Rising into orbit, we're higher than we can remember. Breathless in silence, we feel that it can only last forever. We see the world below, it seems to move so slow until we hit the upper air. Suddenly we're landing, God only knows where. Rushing like a rocket ship on a stellar acid trip, we let all our caution slip away. Falling through the atmosphere, we know that the end is near, but we're lighting up the earth along the way. 'Cause everyone in turn has to love so hot they burn, and discover that they've learned the hard way.
So I told you tonight I was doing all three of my Trickster trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So you've had Whiskey Jack, you've had Trick of the Dark. This one is 100 Shades of Black. Let me just check my tuning though, because in this heat this thing has probably gone out of tune between songs. Yes. 100 Shades of Black. Raven, find me shiny and take me back to your nest. I live with half a mystery and I need to know the rest. Tell me all your riddles and I'll tell you all my lies. Teach me to be wicked till I'm wise. At night I dream of feathers in 100 shades of black, and I wake up feeling like the wings were torn off of my back. So I would make a bargain with the Lord of Tricks and Chance, and if I survive you'll show me how to dance. Raven, find me shiny and take me up in your beak. You're good at finding secrets, but you will not find me weak. Tell me all your riddles and I'll answer them with scars, and the magic of the junkyards and the bars. At night I dream of wings that spread to cover half the sky, and I wake up full of anger and I cannot tell you why. So I would make a bargain with the one I cannot trust, because I'm good at finding treasure in the dust. Raven, find me shiny underneath the rust and mud. Teach me all the languages that whisper in my blood. Tell me all your riddles and I'll try to guess them right. Drop me into my memories of flight. Tell me all your riddles and I'll tell you all my lies. Teach me to be wicked till I'm wise.
Hey, it's all right. It's bloody hot. This is track number 2 on Mirrors. It's called Lightbringers Fall. Used to sail doomed black oceans, wider than the hand of God. I used to ride the wave of attitude, counting on nothing but fate to guide me. But now I wear a tailored suit and tie, and I struggle on to make sense of it all. Lightbringers fall. I used to take my sunshine in a pill and sail along with the stellar winds. I used to navigate the spaces between the cells of my own mind. But now the sun's my enemy, and I take a different kind of pill to help me keep up with it all. Lightbringers fall. used to have many lovers, a rainbow of all different kinds. I used to see the colors in their souls and bathe in the light from their eyes. But now I've gone and settled down with a girl whose heart of hearts is the color of the wool. Lightbringers fall. I used to sail beyond the sunset, traveling to the gates of hell. I was the left hand of darkness, stirring up the lives of mortal men. But now I've bought into the system and I've sold out to the hive to take my place behind the wall again. Lightbringers fall. Thank you.
I do not. In fact, since you're sitting, I may as well do the same. Thank you.
The chair also is headed with the heat.
No, but your face planted.
A poem is a plant.
Did someone say face palming a minute ago?
Yes.
Okay, you may not know it, but Eben actually has an independent research lab in WTFology, in which he determined that face palmium, which is a rare earth element that Hollywood tends to use whenever they try to do science fictional technology, it decays very rapidly.
It's actually the
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a decay element from handwavium.
right. Handwavium is the denser element, which has 3 stages of decay: irolium, facepalmium, and headdescium.
That was it.
There we go.
I don't know. Some movies just go straight for the headdescium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's from the 90s. It's full of vampires or kinky sex, depending on how you want to interpret it.
Why not both?
I was gonna say.
You got your chocolate and my peanut butter. This is Flying. Innocence and temptation. Oh, the names you'll be taking in vain tonight in the church of sensation. What you'll learn about pleasure and pain tonight, would you call this corruption? When I teach you to dance with the darkness you fear, let us speak of seduction. Is there anywhere you'd rather be than right here? And when you look down at the earth far below and cry out that you're dying, hold on tight, I've got you now. You are not falling but flying. Such a lovely reaction. The line line between fear and excitement is fine. What a precious distraction. And the taste of your pulse, like the rarest of wine. Do you break under pressure? Or do you get stronger from bearing the strain? Are you frightened of pleasure? Would you rather be riding and ridden by pain? And when you look down at the earth far below and cry out that you're dying, hold on tight, I've got you now. You are not falling but flying. It's the sweetest of sorrows. It's the sharpest of joys and a world without end. And for all your tomorrows, I'll be in you whatever you try to pretend. And it goes on forever, or as much of forever as you think you can stand. There are bonds you can sever, but you'll carry this one in your heart like a brand. And when you look down at the earth far below and cry out that you're dying, hold on tight, I've got you now. You are not falling but flying. When you look down at your life far below and cry out that you're dying, hold on tight, you've got me now. We are not falling but flying. Okay, I have not practiced the harmony of this in so long. I'm going to sit this one out. But a couple songs ago when Eben mentioned the Plain White Tees, I think many of you went, oh, he's gonna, and then he didn't. Well, now he will.
Hey there, Cthulhu, down there in your sunken city. You're a billion light years distant, and the stars look very pretty from relay. So close and yet so far away. E-ah-yay. Cthulhu Ftagan, or is that Cthulhu Ftine? I can never quite remember, 'cause I'm not in my right mind since I met you. No one corrupts the way you do, you know it's true. Oh, it's what you'll do to me, oh, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea, oh, kill everyone slowly, except the ones like me. Hey there, Cthulhu, I've been studying your gospel, the Necronomicon. It gives me nightmares, something awful where I see the death of all reality. It fills me with glee. So when the stars are right, you'll come and do your worst, but that's okay, because I know you'll eat the cultists like me first when you get here. I know that day is drawing near. I have no fear. Oh, it's what you'll do to me, oh, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea. Oh, kill everyone slowly. A billion light years seem so far below the sea. Beyond the stars of these humans' putrid souls, you'll drink your fill. The fools will all make fun of me, but I'll just laugh maniacally, 'cause no one's ever suffered like they will. The Cthulhu, I can promise you that by the time this cult gets through, the world will never ever be the same. Praise your dark name. Fengui McClunaf Thulurilye Walknal Fatagan. Boy, that's really quite a mouthful. Can't quite cram it in my noggin. Not today. I try to say it anyway. I feel my soul begin to fray. Still I await that frabjous day. Cthulhu Calais. Oh, it's what you'll do to me. Oh, and all humanity. Oh, you'll rise up from the sea. Oh, kill everyone but me. Everyone but me. Ooh, And that song is 10 years old this year. I know.
Wow. I miss our shows in winter where like we don't have to tune after every song. Okay. This is Crack the Bones.
And this is our last song tonight. We are running a little over our normal time, but
Louis said we
hey,
could run a little over because we started a little late.
right.
So,
So again, thank you very much. If you haven't yet, please put some money in the brown jar so that we can pay Louis. And well, here it is.
I see somebody riding shotgun in your head, and he's more interesting than you are, so move over. Give the devil his due, baby. Give the demon that steering wheel. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. I'm not flirting with you, baby. He's more than that and less than real. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth. I see somebody riding shotgun in your soul, and he's got sharper teeth than you do, so move over. Give a monster a chance, baby. Look the other way for just one song. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. I only want one dance, baby, and not with you, you're not that strong. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth. 'Cause I've got heavy hunger for pretty nightmares, shiny monsters, and tasty danger. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth and suck them dry. I see somebody hiding there behind your eyes, and he casts a bigger shadow, so move over. Don't worry, what's real, baby, I know just what to do. Tonight I wanna kill and eat what's bigger than human. You won't even feel it, baby, when I rip him right out of you. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth, 'cause I've got heavy hunger for pretty nightmares, shiny monsters, and tasty danger. Tonight I wanna crack the bones of a dream between my teeth and suck them dry. I see somebody riding shotgun in your head, shiny monster, pretty nightmare, tasty danger, crack the bones. I see somebody hiding there behind your eyes, shiny monster, pretty nightmare, tasty danger, crack the bones and suck them dry. Whoa, I blew that one. Let's try that last line. I see somebody hiding there behind your eyes, shiny monster, pretty nightmare, tasty danger, suck the bones and crack them dry. Fuck it.
Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it.
This is it. Because we had to throw the last set together, I didn't have time to rehearse. I've been developing osteoarthritis in my left hand, and my hand just said, nope, not going to do that. So I'm very sorry.
All good.
C'est la vie.
Thank you
Hey,
all for coming.
thank you all for coming and suffering through the heat and listening to our silliness and craziness this very warm July afternoon. We will be here again in August, and we hope it isn't any hotter. And good night, everybody.
Good night. It's like potato chips. Outside. It's better outside. I thought it said outside.
Kettle corn? No, not like kettle corn at all. They give you regular old, generic potato chip with fancy.
You have to enjoy what you're doing at some point.
It's two dudes fighting over.
And then eventually, you know, you have to enjoy it at some
How do
point.
you get yours? She's
Right?
yourself like this. Good.
And then it'll come later where you're like, wait, let me rework this. In the meantime.
I do that a lot too.
Hold on, both hands.
Put my stuff away, rude.
That's just my lid.
Enough caramel here.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, the party she arrived.
You write that song.
Yeah, the plates go back.
Not from my perspective.
I finally perfected papyrus, the costume, like, the only problem is I can't do it in the summer because crap is up on.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought it'd be okay, but it ended up being bad.
I just kind of assumed it started out like that.
Great, use the last one.
Tied up.
Probably yes.
I think that was me.
Aha.
I got this one on Amazon for like $4. And I can
Yeah.
it collapses completely into the bag.
Oh yeah, we should probably turn that off.
Watch out.